Hello there, fellow Star Wars nerds, and welcome to Unlimited Content, the podcast where two brothers talk about all of Star Wars film and TV in chronological order on the internet as an excuse to hang out more. We're your hosts, Sam and Jack, and this week we're talking about the Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 1 Revival, and Episode 14 Eminence. And also, we have very briefly a special guest with us tonight. Do you want to say hi, special guest?
Concross sucks ass.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Hi, Jason.
Jason showed up, he just popped into the Discord call as we were about to start recording. You were like, he's like, I just wanted to say hi, but I gotta go to bed. And I'm like, Sam's like, do you want to just stick around for a few minutes and just say hi to the beautiful viewers at home?
And it's like you guys twisted my arm, and I'm like, I don't want to say no to that.
It wasn't that hard. I just said, hey, don't hang up.
We just asked.
Yeah.
And you said, okay.
That's all it was, and I'm like, well, yeah.
Boom.
Well, excellent. How are you doing, Jason?
Wow, guys, I am, good. I'm tired.
I feel that.
But, yeah.
Is it stupid cold in Ohio? Because it's stupid cold here.
It's stupid cold. Like, we took a walk earlier today, and I put on a hoodie, and then put on long johns and then sweatpants. And then I had like a kind of like a fleece, like a hooded fleece on.
Yeah.
And it snowed today, and I'm like, holy shnikes. It felt like Hoth.
Yeah, it's so
Or
cold.
more like cold. It was more like cold, not hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was good.
That's good.
It's
It's a good Star Wars joke.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
holy
dude.
shnikes?
Shnikes. Holy shnikes.
That's Tommy Boy.
This Tommy Boy. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
Not familiar.
it's like old 80s comedy movie. Couldn't remember which one. Tommy Boy.
That's like a top Tommy's. I don't know why I said top Tommy's. That's a top comedy movie for me. It's actually one of my top 5 favorite
Top 5 favorite
films.
movies. What is your top 5?
wow.
What's your top 5? That'll be our last question
What
before
are
you
my
know you
top
gotta go
five?
to bed. But
All right. I do have to go to bed, but this is more important than sleep. I would say, gosh, I was gonna. I don't know a specific order. One, actually not one, but like one of them is easily the Lego Movie. Which, fun fact, I saw it with one of the hosts.
oh yeah, we did see that. That was like
We did
my
see
senior
that.
year, junior year at Franciscan. We went and saw it.
Yeah.
We go out to Robinson to go see it.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
you, Anna, Albritton, and me,
Yeah, it was fun.
and that was a blast.
It was a good time.
And then I saw it literally the next night afterwards.
We saw it 2 nights in a row.
I saw 2 nights in a row, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
That's
wow. Francis
I don't blame you.
cannot get. I mean, they really can't get better than that because
it's good stuff.
Franciscan. But
Yeah. I mean, the Lego Movie is incredible. It's so much better than it has any right to be for like a commercial product about, designed to sell toys ostensibly, but like it.
Yeah.
It's an incredible movie, and honestly, maybe in my top 10. Yeah, like it's awesome.
It's good. Everything is awesome.
I
That's what I
would.
hear.
Everything is awesome.
Everything
I
is
see
cool
what
when you're part of
you
a
did there.
team.
I see what you did there.
All right, so we got Tommy Boy and the Lego Movie. What are the other 3?
I would throw on Remember the Titans.
Great movie.
Okay.
Hot Rod.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to see Hot Rod.
Yeah, you do.
That's
It's
Andy
a-
Samberg, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I like Andy
it's a
Samberg, so I need to get that. Yeah.
You'll love that. You will love that. Gosh.
I have it on DVD if you
Is
want to
there a
borrow
Star
it.
War?
Oh, that's a good. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm obligated to throw in Infinity War / Endgame.
Okay, that's a 2-parter. That
Actually, no, I take it back. Dark Knight. Dark Knight has to be on there.
Oh, okay.
One,
Dark Knight's in my top 5.
It came out on my 13th or 14th birthday.
Oh, perfect.
Like, literally
Yeah,
Dark
on,
Knight.
on
Yes.
stay exact. So, I guess honorable mention will be Endgame,
I feel
Infinity
like we're
War.
like 6 or 7 top 5 favorite movies.
Yeah,
You know what?
I love it. I love it.
He's trying to go to sleep, Sam. We
I
can't
know.
grill him.
I
What the heck?
am. That's all I got.
I love it.
Yeah. Wait, before I go, I want to hear your guys' top 5.
God. Okay. I feel like I never have like a solid top 5, but there are definitely some that come to mind for me. So I'll just list off a few. 12 Angry Men. Love that movie. It's classic. Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Perfect movie.
Okay.
Perfect movie.
Yes. Yeah.
It's hard for me to say like one Star Wars because there's so many Star Warses that are so good. And also it's hard to separate my love of Star Wars as like a larger franchise from like an individual movie. But like if I had to choose one, I'd probably say Empire.
Fair.
And
that's
The Wrong Trousers, the Wallace and Gromit.
Yes.
with the penguin. Amazing movie and one of the best chase sequences in any movie ever.
Oh my gosh,
Just
the train sequence
at the end.
Yes.
Yeah. And the Muppet movie would be up there too, I'd say.
Ooh, like the one with Jason Segel.
No, the original.
No, the original, like 1970 something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do like the
Jason Segel one's fun.
One, but
Muppets was one is better though.
No, well, hold on. I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw like the OG Muppets. I know I have. Well, like you got Muppet Island.
Muppet Treasure Island is also amazing. Yes,
with Tim Curry, and then you have the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes,
like
Muppet Christmas Carol is my favorite Christmas movie.
Those are good.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, agreed. Definitely.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
What about you, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay, so some of them are already been said already, but The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Muppet Treasure Island.
Excellent.
Oh gosh, Blues Brothers.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh man.
Yep. The Other Guys.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I'm
Will Ferrell and
Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yep. And Godzilla -1.
Oh yeah. I would say at this point probably Godzilla -1 is in my top 10. Yeah.
What is your streak of you referencing Godzilla -1? Because I think
like on the podcast.
on the podcast.
I think since I've seen it, I think it's almost every episode. Like since because it was like what, last spring when it came out, or has it been out for a year now? I don't know.
I don't remember.
It's been out for a while.
It won at the last Oscars for special effects, so
it'd be
it came out in 2023.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, but a lot.
It's
I've seen it a lot.
unlimited.
It's said it a lot.
Unlimited.
I think I've only seen the movie once too.
Our love for Godzilla -1 is unlimited.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's true.
So it all connects.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Well, thank you, Jason, very much for joining us. We don't want to keep you too long because I know you're a sleepy boy,
and you're also an hour ahead of us too. So there's that.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Ohio.
As well. Stupid Ohio. Oh,
Come on, Ohio.
What are they doing? What are they doing?
I don't know. There's nothing wrong with Ohio except the snow and the rain.
Agreed.
Do you know that song? It's Bowling for Soup. The song's called
is this
it's
Come
Ohio,
Back to Texas?
Come Back to Texas. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a great song.
Okay. I will give that a listen.
I mean, if you like songs that are dunking on Ohio and saying how great Texas is, then
that's not my typical genre. But I trust you.
Yeah.
I trust
and it's
you.
Bowling for Soup, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the best bands to ever come out of Denton County, Texas.
I didn't even know they were from Texas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm gonna call night.
Okay.
I'll let her night. Right. Have fun podcasting.
We will, dude. We're watching. It's
Thanks, Jason.
We're starting the mall arc. So.
The mall arc.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, like the mall came back at the end of season 4, and now we're in the season 5.
You're going to a mall.
Yes.
We're going to the mall. Yeah.
Like Robin Sparkles.
Yeah. We're going to the Mall of America, right? Or I saw on Twitter they have renamed the Mall of Mexico, so it might be brought out.
Amazing. They have, from what I've heard, 2 Build-A-Bear workshops in the Mall of America.
And there's a SpongeBob roller coaster there too.
True, they have like a theme park situation or an amusement park indoors.
Yep.
I've never been. Maybe someday I'll go and I'll be like, huh.
I'd love to go, but.
All right. Yeah. Well, thanks, Jason. Have a good night. Get some good sleep.
You too, guys. Have fun.
Jason.
Bye.
Yay.
Fun. Yay.
I'm going to turn on the fan real quick and get some water.
Okay, good luck.
I'll need it. Thank you.
Yep. You can still hear me, can't you? Yeah. You get your bluey tooth headphones.
I'm blue in the tooth.
Are your teeth blue?
So blue.
Whoa. Dabba-dee-dabba-die?
Yo, listen!
Here's a story about a little guy who lives in... Jason, what? You just got off the call and now you're trying to leave a voicemail. You said you weren't going to leave a voicemail, but you're actively calling my phone right now.
Excuse me?
Like, look, I'm getting a call from Jason right now.
Wow.
He's leaving a voicemail as we speak.
Unless he just wanted to talk, which, I mean, if you wanted to talk, he would.
If you wanted to talk, he wouldn't have hung up.
On the Discord call.
He would still be on the voice call.
Well, anyway.
Cool.
Thanks to Jason, our forever sponsor, for sponsoring this episode of the
Jason really is the sponsor of this episode, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had another sponsor lined up, but then we got a surprise sponsor from Jason, so...
Ooh, wait, who's our bonus normal sponsor?
Okay, sure.
For all the
our
bills
bonus
that we have.
normal sponsor, for all the bills, the many bills we need to pay in order to support ourselves.
Yeah.
We've got bonus bills this week that need to support us. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh.
But they're supported. It's okay.
Okay,
we got another sponsor. Yeah. This episode of Limited Content is sponsored by Rollerblade Wheels for Desk Chairs.
Ooh.
Tim, are you familiar with this concept?
I am currently on a not rollerblade wheelchair. It's just your standard IKEA chair, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. I assume it's not as smooth or able to roll over carpets as easily as rollerblade wheels.
Yes. So I recently was like, when I moved my my current desk chair came with like regular casters, and they worked fine because when I was in my bedroom I had a like one of those plastic mats that has like cleat spikes on the bottom that you put on the carpet to make a flat surface for you to roll around on, and so that worked fine. But then when I moved to my living room, which is not carpeted, I didn't have like a mat to put it on, and it's not like fully smooth in here. The floor here is like a textured vinyl that's kind of like textured to sort of look and feel like wood, even though it's very clearly not. Yeah, and so it's a little bit bumpy, and so it was a little harder for me to like move around in this room at my desk. And I've known for a long time that like you can get basically rollerblade wheels for your desk chair, and they're supposed to be a lot better in most situations. Like you said, it cuts through carpet better. It's also like softer than some other types of wheels, so it won't like scratch your floors.
Mine is also quieter too, right? When you're rolling around.
Yes, it's also a lot quieter. Yes, it's a lot quieter than regular casters. And it just I put those on my chair, and it's very easy because it's just you like pop off the old wheels and push the new ones on, and they just kind of click in place.
Nice.
Very easy install process.
Love that.
Super easy, fairly cheap upgrade that you can just get on Amazon, and now my chair moves around super smoothly and easily, and I love it.
Look how smooth you are.
I'm so smooth. Yeah. The one downside, I mean, this is either an upside or it's not necessarily a downside, but in some scenarios it can be. Rollerblade wheels are usually taller than standard casters, so my chair is like an inch higher than it used to be. And so when I am like, my monitors can only go up so high on the arms that they're currently on, and so it's like it's fine, but like I'm like I've got my chair like pushed down as far as it can go, you know, and I'm also like I think more importantly, my feet don't touch the ground anymore.
Oh,
like so, or like they kind of scrape the ground, but I can't like have like them flat footed, which is like the ideal for like posture or whatever. But that actually brings me into a thing that I did yesterday.
What'd you do?
Thank you to our sponsor, Rollerblade Wheels, for sponsoring this episode of the content. Rollerblade Wheels on desk chairs, that concept specifically, was not just rollerblade wheels, because I don't have rollerblades, but I do have...
You should get some.
Rollerblade wheels. I should... Sure. I tried it when I was a kid, and I was like, this is hard. And
it is difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, yesterday... so I've told you many times on this podcast about... all the free stuff I get from Facebook.
Wait, is there more? Stop it.
There's always more, Sam. There's always more.
You always get cool things.
So, because I'm in a Buy Nothing group on Facebook, not a sponsor, because it's not a company or anything, as far as I know, but it's just a community thing. But it's cool. Community stuff and mutual aid is cool. So,
mutual
I saw
aid,
a Facebook post like Friday night on that Facebook group for my like local group, where somebody was saying like, hey, by the way, there's basically an office building that's like, that turned out to be like less than a mile from where I am. Where the person who posted, they were like, my brother has this office space that they are currently like trying to, get rid of all the furniture and things and like various tech office equipment, so that they can like lease out the space for a while. And so they were basically like, there's a bunch of like office furniture and various pieces of office computer equipment that we're just trying to get rid of. And it wasn't super clear from the listing about like whether it was free stuff or if it was stuff that they were hoping to sell off, but I figured I'd go anyway. So Saturday morning, I drive over to this place that's like 5 minutes from my apartment. Go in and kind of have to like not sneak around, but it felt weird because it was like Saturday in an office building where there was like nobody there.
Yeah,
I was kind of walking through hallways until I found the place, and then there was a sign on that door that redirected me to another door. And like I walked in and I was like looking around. I saw somebody walk by and I was like, "Hi, I saw a thing on Facebook," and it was like they were very nice about it, but like there was that initial anxiety of like, am I in the wrong place? Am I bothering a stranger right now?
Is this a scam? Am I about to be murdered? Yeah.
Yes. At 10:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning.
Yes. The most murderous
time. But no, they
were
were very nice. Exactly. It's the most dangerous time. Little known fact.
That's why they have cartoons on, so you're safe at home.
Yeah, to keep the kids safe at home.
Yeah.
So they don't go out during the purge time of 10:30 to 10:45 a.m. on Saturdays. Anyway, the people there were very nice, and I eventually found the right person I was supposed to talk to, and they took me over to their main office area, and I was like, so are you guys like looking to get rid of this stuff just to get rid of it, or are you hoping to like sell it? And they're like, oh no, it's just like we would rather give it to somebody than throw it out. And so I got there, and all the furniture had already been claimed, which was fine with me because like I'm not in the point in the market for more furniture right now, and I also most furniture I wouldn't be able to move because my car isn't super big.
Yeah,
like I have a hatchback, so I can move decently like small to mid-sized furniture pretty easily. Yeah, but and I was also there by myself, so that would have been difficult anyway. But they did have a shit ton of monitors and keyboards. So I went around and just like grabbed a handful of things. So let's see, I got two. Or I can like point the camera over so Sam can see at least, because it's mostly just lying on the floor over there. But yeah, so I got two like decently sized 1080p monitors.
Nice.
For free. There were a ton more monitors than that, but those are the only two that I could find that had HDMI. The rest were like old VGA monitors.
Oh dang, yeah. Don't need those.
Yeah. But I have two new monitors. I got three like kind of cheap desktop keyboards, like just kind of the cheapo like whatever comes with your desktop kind of keyboards, but they're like nice to have as spares or if I need a wired keyboard for something,
Yep.
I got a couple of mice, one of which is just kind of like a standard, like, whatever mouse that, like, cheapo mouse that comes with your computer. But the other one was, like, I think somebody's gamer mouse that they bought for work or, like, brought from home to work. And I guess just didn't even... It's an old mouse, but it's, like, it's good. It's you know, like, high DPI tracking mouse, and also it's got, like, extra side buttons. And it's also got... I've never seen this before. I mean, I've known this exists before, but I've never, like, seen it myself. It's got, like, a little eject button on the bottom that ejects, like, a little cartridge full of weights, and you can take out or put in weights to change the weight of the mouse.
Whoa.
So, that's here. I'll grab some.
That's cool. That reminds me of, there was a bit on The Office where the random weights in things remind me that one time Jim would slowly added more and more weights to Dwight's phone, and then all of a sudden took them all out without him knowing, and he just picked up the phone really fast and smacked it himself in the face with the phone.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, this mouse was it's probably the coolest find I got. But yeah, it's a gaming mouse, and it's got on the back, you can see there's this little button. Yeah. You press the button, and a little cartridge slides out.
Whoa.
And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different 4.5 gram weights in it, and you can take out as many of them as you want to change the weight of the mouse according to your preference.
That's wild.
And you just slide it back in. It's also got a feature that I love, which is there's a little button on top of the mouse behind the scroll wheel that if it's pressed, or if it's not pressed, then the wheel acts normally, but then if you press the button, it becomes a free spinning wheel that just like scrolls infinitely.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So I haven't actually tested this one out yet to see if it works, but it looks like it's in fine condition, just externally. Yeah, so that's cool. And then I got a couple of like weird cables. Like I got an HDMI cable, but I also got a DVI to DisplayPort cable, which is not a cable I've seen before, but now I have that. And I also got a couple other things. I got a Triplite UPS, which is I believe it stands for uninterruptible power supply, which basically it looks like a big power strip, but it's real thick. It's very heavy and thick.
Oh, that's a hefty boy.
Because, yeah, basically it's a fancy power strip surge protector with a big battery in it, so that if your power goes out, you still have power to whatever device is plugged into this for a few minutes.
Nice. Enough time to save your documents and shut down safely.
That's the idea. Yeah.
Nice.
Or hopefully last until if the power comes back on quickly, then it'll carry it over. So I'll probably I haven't got it set up yet, but I'll probably plug my computer into this and my 3D printer, for longer prints. So I don't if the power goes out in the middle of a print, I don't have to start over.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then the last thing, which is the thing that was relevant to our sponsor, is I got this footrest. There was just a footrest that I cool for if your feet don't touch the floor.
Ah, there you go.
You can get one of these. Yeah. So it's a little sort of ramp with a padded surface that you can rest your feet on.
Cool.
And it's got adjustable angles. I haven't really spent much time trying to figure it out yet, but it's it's there and it's neat. And now my feet don't need to.
No more dangles.
No more dangles. An unlimited content sub podcast about dangling things. I don't know.
I don't like where this is going.
It was. It was a thought.
Nope.
And now we're gonna be done with it.
Nope. Yeah, we were done before I said it.
But anyway, yeah. So that's what I did. Part of yesterday, is I went to an office building and grabbed a bunch of free stuff.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah. So what about you, Sam? What have you been up to?
Well, it's cold. It's cold outside. Like Jason. Yeah. So. It's we're currently under an extreme cold warning. I've never seen that before, and I work outside. Yay!
Oh, yikes!
Yeah. Uh-huh. So they're saying wind chill of 25 below, starting Tuesday to Thursday. It's currently Sunday.
Yeesh! Oh my gosh!
And also we're supposed to get a foot of snow on Tuesday. So. Last time something like this happened, they told us we didn't have to come in that day. I'm hoping that the same thing happens this time. That would be nice.
I'm hoping that for you.
Yeah. Like I have adequate like cold weather gear. Like I am confident that I probably won't get frostbite.
You know, I don't like the probably in that sentence.
Neither do I. Yes. This podcast is coming out well after this happens, so Mom and Dad, if you're hearing this, chances are you know that I'm already fine. Or I'm not. I might have died. Who knows? If I did, Jack's probably not going to release this podcast.
This is the last episode of Limited Content.
No!
Released upon the 50th anniversary of Sam's death from frostbite.
Oh, no.
It's a weird time capsule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like weird presidential records. They like you can't release until like so long after the president's like out of office or something.
Yeah. I Sam died and then I became president. And
oh, well, why couldn't you be president now? Everything would be so much better.
I'm not 35 yet, Sam.
Neither am I.
Yeah, so
I'm closer than you though. Just by a little bit.
That's true.
A little bit. By a little less than a term.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
By about 3/4 of a term.
Indeed, because I'm 3 years older than you. That's how that works. Numbers.
Yeah.
Math.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay!
So it's cold outside.
This has been math with unlimited content.
And I am not looking forward to the cold, but things that I'm doing to kind of keep myself occupied in the cold. I have been... You guys on this podcast know that I on a big Dragon Ball kick, as I do.
Correct.
I'm like rewatching. So since I lost access to Dragon Ball Super, which is very sad. I went back and started watching Dragon Ball Z, specifically Dragon Ball Z Kai, which I think is a new like redub, like anniversary edition of the original Dragon Ball Z. I think they took out a lot of like the kind of fluff filler episodes and it's kind of just a little more fast paced, less just screamy, more actiony, punchy stuff. Because if there's anything we know about Dragon Ball Z, is that probably 40% of like the runtime is just yelling and powering up.
No, it's all very necessary.
well, the stuff in Dragon Ball Z Kai is the stuff that's more necessary than most. So
okay, well that's good.
Yeah. So I am currently watching through Dragon Ball Z Kai, and while I'm doing that, not like in like intentional tandem, but I'm just another Dragon Ball thing that I'm doing, is I've been listening to the World's Strongest Podcast, which is a podcast by one of Jack's friends and 2 of his friends.
Yes.
Which is basically the same exact concept as our podcast, but for Dragon Ball.
Yes, and they've been around longer than us.
They started during COVID, and we started when we had the idea to start, which was like
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Indeed. Yeah, COVID's over, right? Yeah. Right? You said after COVID.
My friend Thomas Weitzel, who I met in college, and who's a very fun guy and a nice dude, and also a very talented voice actor in his own right, has this podcast that he's been doing for a few years, where they go through various anime. They've jumped between a few different ones, but the main focus is obviously the various Dragon Ball shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to that and been enjoying it muchly. I was talking with I promise this will relate, but I was talking with Mom and Dad about how each of them listen to our podcast. So Dad refuses to listen to the episode until he's watched the Clone Wars episodes or whatever that we cover.
Yeah.
In the episode, Mom just listens to him straight, just like just straight out of the gate. Like, I'm not gonna watch the show, but I'm gonna listen to Sam and Jack talk, which I appreciate.
Not as big into the Star Wars.
No,
which is fine. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, that's how I listen to World's Strongest Podcast. I'm not watching Dragon Ball along with them. I'm just listening to the podcast and enjoying it, but also watching a different Dragon Ball thing while listening to the thing. So I'm like following 2 separate Dragon Ball like things at once, which is fun.
Yeah,
I like it. I'm having a good time.
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you, World's Strongest Podcast, for helping me get through 12-hour shifts at the Postal Service. I appreciate you.
Excellent.
Yep.
Doing God's work.
Yeah, well, Uncle Sam's work. I don't know about God's work, but...
I bet they're doing God's work for you.
Yes. No, yes, they are. Yes. Like, I'm just putting paper in people's mailboxes.
Yeah.
With the occasional Amazon package or 12.
So definitely not God's work.
Yeah, no. That's Jeff Bezos' work. The other thing that's been helping me get through all of these long shifts at work is my new favorite band right now, Gojira. I've been listening to so much Gojira.
Gojira -1.
Gojira -1. Yes. I love Gojira. It's fun. The experience of like discovering a new band and like just kind of diving into their stuff is great. It's a good experience. Mm-hmm. I love finding a band like, oh, I really jive with this band. I'm gonna listen to a lot of them all at once, and then not getting tired of them after like listening to them for a few days in a row. Yeah. It's good.
Would you say the last band that was for you was like Sammy Ray and the Friends, maybe? Or
yeah, probably. Yeah, and I still listen to them all the time. I bounce my like the playlist I listen to, or like what I listen to on my routes, bounces between like just one artist or artist radio or a couple playlists that I've made. Like the two most common playlists I made are like I got my Angry Guitar Sounds playlist, which is like 300 different songs, and I just put on Smart Shuffle and just add in more stuff as I hear it, which is partially how Gojira has like found its way into my ears. That and when they performed at the Paris Olympic opening ceremony, which was awesome. So I just realized I haven't. Gojira is a French death metal band, and they're very cool, very good. And they were the metal band that performed at the opening ceremony for the Paris Olympics this past summer. And that song is now on Spotify. The one that they like debuted. I think they debuted it. I don't know if they did at.
Oh, really?
I think because like the album cover for that song is like a picture of them doing it at that, or like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm just maybe connecting dots where they shouldn't be connected, but in my brain that's how they should be connected. So
it's beautiful.
It's
regardless.
Great. I love it. So I've been listening to a lot of Gojira. So I listen to like either like more kind of like Angry Guitar Sounds, which is the name of that playlist, or on the complete other flip side, I listen to Yacht Rock, which is just like So like we got Steely Dan and Masayoshi Takanaka and stuff like that, but then I also listen to like Sammy Ray and the Friends and Wolfpack and The Dip and other such bands.
That's what they murder tunes with in Toontown. In Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh no, you're right.
Oh no, it's
I mean, I saw a meme the other day that reminded me. It was in the Who Framed Roger Rabbit cinematic universe. Like
I think did Jason post this?
He might have.
I think he tagged both of us.
I think he did.
On
yeah,
Facebook
it was
or
like
something. Yeah.
It was like the timelines diverged at the end of that movie, and in one way it went Kingdom Hearts, and the other way, what was the other one that it was? What was the other?
I'm sure. Oh, it was like Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Yeah, Looney Tunes Back in Action was the good timeline, and Kingdom Hearts was the dark timeline.
Yeah, which I like skimmed it. I was like, oh, cool. All right.
Yeah.
It was like, it's silly.
But
it's
yeah,
fun.
I mean, I had basically the same reaction, but you brought up Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and it just
yeah.
Things are connected in brains.
Yes. I need to rewatch that movie. It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Roger Rabbit.
Yep. And then I'll also occasionally listen to sad cabin music. So, like
sad, like what?
Tyler Childers and Coulter Wall. So like, it's country music that's primarily just like not like corporate country radio kind of country music, but like, I don't know, just very like indie, acoustic, dark, broody. Like, This would have been punk music if it was released 10 years earlier, but like it's 2025, so it comes out as country music.
Gotcha. Yeah. When you said sad cowboy music, my first thought was like Johnny Cash, but
no. I do love Johnny Cash though.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I work and do those things. So that's kind of that's what I do. This is what I listen to. I started listening to an audiobook this week, but I only started yesterday and I didn't listen to it today. So, but I've been listening to The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway, and I like it so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
This Ernest Hemingway fellow, is he a good writer?
Pretty good. He lived in Kansas City for a while.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, neat. Let us know if the sun does indeed also rise, or if it's all a lie.
Well, it says it does. That's in the title.
Yeah, but you haven't read the whole book yet. There could be a twist.
Yeah, I'm only
where the sun sets.
I'm only 4 chapters
and
in.
Only. Gotcha. Well, that's cool. I also partook of some media the last couple weeks. First off, I watched a documentary that I mentioned back when it came out, but I hadn't watched it until this past couple weeks. It's a documentary on Disney Plus called Music by John Williams.
Ooh.
And it's basically just it's a documentary about John Williams and about his music, and it's mostly just an overview of his career kind of chronologically, and it goes over the big, the kind of like his early stuff and then all of his biggest movies and his biggest scores. And
what did he do before Star Wars? Like what?
Before Star Wars, he did. He's most well known outside of Star Wars for doing stuff with Steven Spielberg, right?
Yeah,
and so it's really interesting. There's a lot of it goes through his whole music career, and it's not a super in-depth documentary. It's mostly pretty surface level, but you do get a lot of some good information about his early music career and his family and his background and some other major life events of his. But he growing up, he was learned piano and trombone as a kid. Both of his parents were musicians, I believe. His dad was played drums in bands and was on recordings for a bunch of different film scores. Oh, cool.
So it's like a studio.
So that's kind of how he. Yeah.
Cool.
And also played in jazz bands and stuff.
Nice.
And so John Williams, his a lot of his early career was as a band leader and composer and pianist for jazz bands, for big band, and he played with some famous musicians, and then eventually kind of started playing piano on some film scores. He played piano on the To Kill a Mockingbird soundtrack, for example. Yeah, lots of really cool little interesting connections. About he was in that, or he did that, or he's related to this in some way. Very, very long, very storied, prolific career, obviously.
Oh yeah.
At one point he was in the military for a few years, and he played in a military band. And while he was in the military, he scored his first thing because they were making a military informational film or something, and they needed somebody to make music for it, and he did the music for that.
Nice.
But let's see, early film career stuff that he composed. He did the theme for the TV series Lost in Space, just a sci-fi anthology series situation. He did the music for the pilot episode of Gilligan's Island.
Nice.
And then in terms of film stuff that we would maybe recognize, he did the music for. Most of Steven Spielberg's films, but his very first film was a TV movie called The Sugarland Express.
Okay.
I think actually Spielberg had another movie before that. There was something else that was a thriller that was a TV movie, and then The Sugarland Express I think was not a TV movie. I was getting that confused. But anyway, he did the music for The Sugarland Express, and then did stuff. He did Jaws, and that kind of blew up. And then, of course, he did Star Wars for George Lucas, and it's fascinating because you also get a cool insight into how Star Wars and John Williams both affected music culture and how people view film music. because like when John Williams was like first getting into doing scoring, this was during like the 60s, when it was kind of an era where films were moving away from like more classical scores and into like doing like licensed music on their soundtracks,
like needle drop kind of stuff.
So it was all like needle drops, pop music, things like that. And Steven Spielberg was part of a generation of filmmakers who like saw that happening. It was like, I'm not gonna let classical like film scores die. Like, my movies are all gonna have scores. You know. And found John Williams through some of his other work, and was like literally called him up and was like, I want you to do my score. And they hit it off, and he's done almost every Steven Spielberg film since. But like specifically for Star Wars, Star Wars was such a monumental hit, and the music became so iconic that for the first time they were like, Star Wars basically created the phenomenon of people going to like symphonies and concert halls to hear film music performed live. Like, that basically never happened before Star Wars, and now because of John Williams, it happens all the time. And they like, you know, they like, you know, they talk about that, and then like some of the like near the end of the documentary, they're showing like current day stuff, and they show some footage of John Williams conducting his music, mostly Star Wars music, like at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. And like huge crowds of like diverse people from all walks of life and all ages, you know, waving lightsabers around, listening to this music. And it's just really cool. And they interview lots of like, they interview different sort of like music scholars and historians. They interview filmmakers he's worked with. Like, obviously Spielberg and George Lucas are both in it, but Ron Howard is in it. And they also interview like other people who are just like kind of celebrities who have been influenced by his work. Like Seth MacFarlane is in there and talks about some of that, because like they've used some John, like he's Seth MacFarlane is a musician himself and is very familiar with film music, and has used some like has like explicitly referenced John Williams music in Family Guy before, and you know, so but yeah, it's a really cool, really fascinating, beautiful documentary. Like I said, it's not like super like hard hitting or in depth, but it's like it's a really good celebration of this man and his music and the way that his work has affected positively the world of film and just the world in general, and how it changed how people look at film music. And,
for sure. Yeah,
it's great. Highly recommended.
Yeah, I mean, just like from my own personal experience, I know you did this too, but like growing up, like on my like first MP3 player, like probably a third of the music was John Williams music.
Oh heck yeah!
Right, like
it was like Star Wars. It was Indiana Jones. It was Superman. It was yeah. It would like I would have my like MP3 player on shuffle, and like it would like like I would bounce from John Williams to Queen to Weird Al to Rush, like to Switchfoot. Like it was the most eclectic like 80 songs that could fit on my half a gigabyte little MP3 player. Yeah, exactly.
That I spent like $75 on.
That we knew about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Fun. There's a bunch of like little cool, fun facts that you kind of learn throughout this documentary, just about like random weird, like, oh, I didn't realize he did that, or for example, like John Williams has a few kids, and one of his kids is Joseph Williams, who is the lead singer of Toto.
What?
Is John Williams' son. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Joseph Williams, also the singing voice of adult Simba in the original The Lion King. So fun fact there too. But yeah, just all sorts of cool things, and the other cool thing is like, John Williams, he's in his 90s now, but he's like still doing stuff. He's still scoring for films. He's still going and like conducting like live orchestras all the time, like a little bit less than he used to because he's super old. But like, he's still super active, and he just seems like a really nice guy, and like not at all like he's very, very well. Obviously, he's accomplished, but he's also just a very like well practiced pianist and musician, and he got there by doing a lot of hard work. But he's very like he's never like self-important about it. He comes off as a very affable, like nice guy, and everybody who talks about him who knows him personally calls him Johnny because he like goes by Johnny, which is cool.
I love that.
It's just, I don't know, there's something about that. It's like, yeah, hey Johnny. But yeah, great documentary.
I love it. Yeah, I wonder if you've seen this clip or even if it was featured in the documentary, but there was this video I saw going around YouTube back when I was in high school of these two like music majors, like I think they're both trumpet players. They took the trumpets and like went and just like posted up in front of John Williams' house and were just playing the Binary Sunset theme. And he like came out and like, I don't know, I feel like if somebody like, even if I wrote some famous piece of music, if somebody like came out in like standing out like in my front lawn, like playing my music, like live, like that's nice. Go away. Like you're in my, why are you in front of your, but John, he like went outside and like shook their hands and like talked to them for a couple minutes and like it was just a very like, he knows how much his music has like how important it is to people and how much it's impacted people. And he's not like, he doesn't like, I feel like he wouldn't like lord that over people. Like, look at me, I'm like, I am the great John Williams. No, it's just like, yeah, I was able to like produce something beautiful and I'm very happy that like it impacted you in this way. And I'm just great. Like, we're all just kind of grateful for the existence of music. And I happen to be the conduit through which this came into the world.
Yeah. And that clip was not in the documentary, but I do remember exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it's super sweet. And it's I think it's apparent through the documentary how like, how humble he is and how like on the one hand he's very like, he talks about music and his opinions about music and film music theory. Yeah, and he's clearly a very intelligent guy, who like is a master of his craft and really knows his stuff. But he's never like, prescriptive about things or talks about like there's only one way to do things or my way is the only way or he's very humble and like just a nice guy. And also in terms of like students playing his music, there were a couple times in the documentary where they were like talking to different like musicians who play in orchestras and being like, me and like also so many other people I've talked to, we all like got into music or decided that we wanted to like learn our instrument or learn music because of the first time we saw Jurassic Park in the theater and heard that music, or how like fundamentally inspiring his music has been for so many people. It's super cool. Another little anecdote that I thought was neat, like this anecdote has been told plenty of times elsewhere, but they talk about it in the documentary. They're talking about Schindler's List and how basically they did their, Steven Spielberg kind of did everything a little bit different for Schindler's List. He kind of treated it as a documentary in some ways when he was filming it, and he also like didn't bring John Williams on very early on in the process, or as early as he would usually. He basically made the movie and then showed it to John Williams, and it was like, "Can you do this?" And the way John Williams describes it was like, I watched this movie and it was an extraordinary, incredible, wonderful movie, and I like walked out and kind of took a walk around the block and then came back to Steven and John Williams goes, "You've made an extraordinary, wonderful film. I'm not a good enough composer to do this. You need somebody else who's better." And Steven Spielberg goes, "I know, but they're all dead." Which is such a like, wow. I mean, I like one of the best scores ever written, obviously, like that film. And also just talk, like, I think it kind of shows like the humility of both of them in some ways. They also tell the story of like the first time that Steven Spielberg and his wife went to John Williams' place to like listen to him play the Schindler's List theme on piano for the first time, and how like as he was playing the theme on the piano for them for the first time, they all started crying. Like, and John Williams prefaced it by being like, "Yeah, I'm not like the best piano player," being humble about it, and like, but yeah, this is what I'm thinking that the theme will be, and then played in. They're like, and now it's iconic and amazing. And yeah. So anyway, just an incredible artist and person, it seems. So
yes, without a doubt.
Yeah. It's gonna be a sad, sad day whenever he's no longer with us. Because I mean, that's like on my mind pretty regularly these days. Because I mean, as far as I know, he's in decent health. Like they showed you the end of the documentary. Like he and his one of his daughters, they go like golfing every week together. And it's like one of his like main hobbies. Is just he said that like the part that he likes most about golf is the walking, which is funny to me. But
I like that.
Yeah, but it's like he's in his 90s, and I pray to God that we have him as long as possible. Because like, what a treasure, right? Yeah. Anyway, so that's music by John Williams. Excellent documentary. It's on Disney Plus. Let's see what else. I told you last time around I watched The Legend of Vox Machina season 2, and since then I've watched season 3 and I'm caught up now.
Nice. Very good.
It's still great. Like not a ton to say about it. They have renewed it for a season 4, which will probably come out sometime in 2026. So it's going to be a bit.
Yep. That's the Amazon Prime show based on the Critical Role stuff.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's based on campaign 1 of Critical Role. Yeah. And I also know they do have I think there's officially going to be another series like made by the same people based on campaign 2. So it's going to be like another like Critical Role animated series, which is cool. But yeah, The Legend of Vox Machina season 3, very good. They made some like significant changes to like the plot beats. I mean, like the whole series, the whole animated series has been like in some ways altered from the way it was in the campaign. Some for just like necessary reasons, and others for just like pacing, because it's like a bunch of 3 to 4 hour episodes across like 100 episodes of a campaign. And in order to condense it into seasons of like half-hour episodes, you have to condense some things and combine some stuff and make some changes. Mm-hmm. But they also changed some things probably for the better plot-wise, and then they just adjusted some things and kind of added in some new twists that are like just significantly different from what was in the campaign, just for the sake of like, let's try and do something new with this while still honoring like the story that we told in those characters and everything. And I which I know, I think some people were kind of upset about it, but I think it was cool.
When you're creating something new in a new medium, and you have like just that huge of source material to draw from, and it's not like it's a book, right? Like a book that like was painstakingly like people get mad about
it was
like
improv.
Yeah, like people get mad about like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or stuff. Like the movies left stuff out. I'm like, well, yeah, but like if we did everything beat for beat, this would be like 40 hours long.
Yeah. It would be 40 hours long and also be less interesting, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like part of
it makes sense as a book, but the like reason as a movie, it's like you you want to be able to do it in like 3 hours tops, but also you like you said, it was improvised. So I think like when you take something like that, you kind of have to treat the source material for like, if the source material is like several hundred hours of improvised material, like you kind of have to treat that as like a first rough draft of like your TV show, and like cut out the fat and like just get down to the essential, what makes this show kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think anytime there's an adaptation from one medium to another, you have to make changes just because of the different natures of these media.
Yeah.
But also, I think part of the reason why you adapt something is to A, bring it to a different audience, or B, do something new and different with it, and like give you a different experience of like that world and those characters. And which is why I think sometimes we get like remakes of something in another medium, and I'm like, I don't understand the point of this. Case in point, I think it released during the Super Bowl, which by the way happened since the last podcast. The Super Bowl happened. Mm-hmm. Sam's like, we don't want to talk about it.
No. Halftime show was amazing. That was the best thing. Halftime show,
Kendrick Lamar,
phenomenal.
Yeah.
That was the only good thing that happened.
One of the things that, of course, Super Bowl the thing that always excites me the most about the Super Bowl is the various movie trailers and things we're getting. So, and one trailer that they released was a full trailer for the live action remake of How to Train Your Dragon. I watched that, and to me, it felt like it doesn't look bad, but I'm also like, this feels like a shot-for-shot remake of the animated movie in live action, and I'm like, what's the point of this?
Literally,
what is the
exactly?
It looks like they did a pretty good job of like adapting the visual aesthetic of that world to live action, but at the same time, the characters are so like stylized in those movies that trying to fit them onto live action characters makes the live action characters look kind of goofy and weird sometimes.
Yeah,
and then in addition to that, there's like, it doesn't look better. It doesn't feel better to watch it. Like,
it's a shameless money grab.
I'm not like angry at its existence. I'm just frustrated that they're not like trying to do anything different with it.
Yeah, I'll be mad for you.
I would want them to do so. You could be all as mad as you want, Sam.
I will.
But yeah, it's just like it looks like they're doing a decent job of adapting the original, and that's kind of it. Like, yeah. I am really the only reason I'm excited about this movie. I'm not, but like the one thing I am seeing as a silver lining is we get to hear this music again. Yes. One of the best film soundtracks ever, the How to Train Your Dragon movies.
Hey, and you should come up to Kansas City in like 3 weeks. The Kansas City Symphony is doing a movie, like live movie symphony thing for How to Train Your Dragon.
See, you can't tell me these things when I'm broke, Sam. You can
crash on my couch. I'm sure the tickets can't be that much. Just find your way up here. We'll make it work.
Sure. Yeah.
Hey, you can do it.
Anyway. I would love to come up and visit you and do stuff with you at some point, but right now I'm not financially solvent like at all. So
oops.
Yeah. But yeah, amazing score. Love that soundtrack, and I love that we're going to be getting just another orchestral recording of that I can listen to. So that'll be cool.
But also, why?
But also, why?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I was at my in-laws' house like for the first half of the Super Bowl, and that's when the trailer came on. And my father-in-law, like, granted, his eyesight is terrible, but he's like, he saw but he's like, Sarah's whole family, they're big How to Train Your Dragon fans. Like, it's one of, like, it's, I think Sarah's favorite movie score is the How to Train Your Dragon score. And the trailer came on, and Bob's like, are they re-releasing the movie or something? Like, he, like, literally didn't catch that it was, like, a live-action remake. He's like, yes, that movie came out like 10 years ago, right? And I was like, yeah, it's a live action movie. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, exactly. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I guess we're doing this now.
15 years ago, and it's just the same movie again, but it looks, in my opinion, worse because it doesn't have the freedom of like stylization that animation brings.
Yeah.
You know?
People were like, we're going to elevate this movie and make it live action. I'm like, no, you're just gonna do it again in a different medium, and like it was created initially for animation, so animation's probably where this story thrives the most. So maybe leave it there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that there are movies like obviously in the last like decade or so we've seen kind of an explosion of these adaptations from animation to live action as cash grabs mostly. You know, like 100%. The Lion King is probably the biggest one.
Yes,
you know, like
because Beyonce was.
I still have not. And John Oliver.
Yeah, that was the least. That was like the most like, okay, that's good, perfect. Yes.
Yeah. We'll put John Oliver in it. Yeah. John Oliver as Zazu, that works very well.
Yeah. Everything else could burn, but John Oliver as Zazu is perfect.
Also, I think Billy Eichner as
Timon.
Timon, which I feel like is a really good fit.
That is a good fit.
But
Seth Rogen as Pumbaa, I don't buy it. Mm-mm.
No. I haven't seen it.
Neither have I.
I've never been like, it looks visually beautiful, but also it just gives the vibe of like we just did it again, but made it look photoreal. And like, why would I don't know. Why would I watch that? But like, I would say there are occasionally instances of live action remakes of things that I think do a good job. Where like they take the source material, they respect it, and they expand upon it in meaningful ways, like
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Get the name out of your mouth! How dare you?
The look on your face was worth it.
No, what I was gonna say is the live action Cinderella that came out a while back.
I never saw that.
It's very good. It's really good. Yeah, I saw it as like I saw it at a drive-in movie theater with some friends as a double feature with the second SpongeBob movie. It was strange.
You know,
it was fun though.
When I think live action Cinderella, I also think SpongeBob 2.
Yes.
Too Sponge, Too Furious.
That one. But yeah, no, it's really good. It's what's the name of the actor who? Let's see, live action Cinderella actor. Lily James plays Cinderella, and yeah, it's a really good like. It has all the same kind of content of the original animated movie, and it has a lot of that same imagery, but like they give it its own visual identity. It's like the costume design and the set design and everything is all really beautifully done, and it feels like in some ways like elevated and unique from the original. Like the original obviously still stands on its own, but the live action remake does new things both in terms of visuals and in terms of plot. It like adds new layers to the plot and new kind of it makes the lessons of the movie more meaningful and interesting, and it's just a good movie. Nice. I like it a lot. I would say definitely. I feel like you should try watching it with Marion. I think Marion would enjoy it.
Cool.
Probably.
Yeah, the only live action remake I've watched was Beauty and the Beast, which of all the live action of all the movies to have a live action remake, I feel like the last animated movie to win Best Picture probably is you don't need to touch that.
Yeah, be nominated for, but
for it. Fair enough. But
yeah, I don't think an animated movie's ever won, but that was the first one to be nominated. Yeah,
and then they created Best Animated, so it could never happen again.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there have been a handful that have been nominated since then for Best Picture. Like I think Up was nominated for Best Picture. I think
it was.
I think so.
I believe you.
Anyway, but yeah, like none of the live action remakes. Like I think that's one of the only ones that I've seen really.
Yeah.
Because most of the ones like just didn't sound great, but this one got good reviews, and also I had an occasion to go see it, and so I did, and really enjoyed it. I know Mom has said that she really likes that remake too. So
the Cinderella.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's directed by Kenneth Branagh.
Oh wow! Okay, cool.
Gilderoy Lockhart himself.
Yes.
And Kate Blanchett plays the stepmother, which is great.
Ooh.
And Helena Bonham Carter is the fairy godmother. So good cast, stacked cast.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I guess one other thing is I've been playing a video game called Satisfactory. Sam, have I told you about Satisfactory before?
I don't think you have.
Okay, so Satisfactory is a survival light, like open world crafting factory building game. So the idea is it's a first person game where you get dropped on a randomly generated alien planet, and the goal is basically to build different machines that mine for resources and then take those resources and convert them into other things and use those things to build your factory. Yeah, so the goal is to like make an ever expanding factory to make larger and more complex machines to like make your factory better, and also to like manufacture certain like sets of complex objects that you then send to space through a space elevator. And
nice.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's a super like it's there's a little bit of a survival element to it, but it's mostly just like mining and crafting, and it's just it's a nice like for the most part really like kind of chill zone out kind of game. It's like a mixture of it's kind of Minecraft with puzzle game with like systems building, and it's super satisfying to like build stuff. It's fun. It's good. So that's been one of my things that I've played a bunch of that while having like a podcast edit of this episode of our podcast on in the background while I'm editing.
Nice.
It's a good like I can play it while listening to a podcast, and so that makes it good for editing.
Love that.
Yeah, I got access to that when the Steam like library family sharing thing started, and Gracie has that game, and so I started playing her copy of it.
Might have to look into that.
Excellent. Yes.
Because I also have that. Because we are family.
We are family. You still need to accept the invite. You're not actually in the family yet. You still haven't done that.
I didn't realize I hadn't done that yet.
Yeah. So.
Wait.
There you go.
Well, I'm not going to open Steam right now because it'll probably just crash my internet because I have too many things going on right now. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to ruin the Discord call because that might happen.
Cool.
My internet stinks.
Well, all right. I don't think there's any Star Wars related news, is there?
Not that I'm aware of.
No.
Andor's coming out. Andor's coming out in a few weeks.
Oh, geez. Wait, when? Hold on.
March.
What? Hold on.
Right?
I need to look at this.
Because I think the series finale is going to be around May the 4th.
It's Andor Season 2 will arrive on Disney Plus on April 22nd.
April 22nd. Oh.
So, but still, that's not far.
That is not far.
Gosh. And we've seen almost nothing for they haven't released a trailer for it yet.
No. Yeah.
Man, that's exciting though.
Yep.
That's cool. Well, yeah. Yeah, with that, do we want to move on to our main segment of the day, Sam?
Oh, yes, we do. We do.
We get some more Maul. We get some Maul, and we get Hondo.
I know. And we have Jump Scare Embo.
Yes! That was my favorite part.
the rarest, most beautiful jump scare. It's Jump Scare Embo.
A Jump Scare Embo. And it's literally a jump scare because he jumps into frame.
He does there he is!
He's I literally went, yes! when he came in. I was yes, Embo!
I saw it, I'm like, Jack's gonna be happy about this.
I am happy. He gets beat up, which is sad, but you know what?
Yeah.
Whatever.
But he gets his own little crypto dog. He's got his own little, dog that carries...
He does have He's got a wolf boy.
Yeah, little wolf boy. All right.
Honestly, the fact that Embo has a dog makes him even cooler.
It does.
It
also makes sense. I don't know how, but it does.
He can play fetch with his hat, you know?
It's perfect. It's perfect.
All right, so the first episode we're talking about is... okay. I want to mention real quick, the Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 1 and 14. They did... Well, not Disney, but Cartoon Network, I guess, who was at the time. They did the weird thing where they were they rearranged episodes out of chronological order. Sometimes, and this is one of those instances where this first episode was supposed to be it was episode 1 of season 5, even though chronologically it takes place way later in the season, and we know that because in the episode Hondo is talking about how Grievous came and wrecked his whole base, and that happens during the season. You know, so if this was episode 1 of the season, it would be just I guess Grievous was here and wrecked shit and we didn't know about it, and then later we see it happen.
Yeah.
You know?
It's that was alternatively
weird.
That happened twice. Alternatively.
Or he just came back, which is kind of funnier, honestly. Maybe that's my headcanon.
New headcanon, yes.
Yeah, but that's why we watch things in chronological order.
Indeed.
Because executives do weird things sometimes. Yeah, but I kind of get it because it's season 4 ended with this big thing about Maul, which was a huge event, and then season 5 we don't get Maul until near the end of the season unless they rearrange things, which they did. So yes. I get the motivation behind it, but it's still a little silly.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the first episode we're talking about, as I said, is Season 5, Episode 1, Revival. Sam, where do these episodes take place in the Star Wars timeline?
19. BBY.
19?
Is that
I feel the last time... Let me look at the...
It's been 20. I mean, on the spreadsheet it says between 20 and 19, but it's just been 20. I think... Mm-hmm. Happy Star Wars New Year, Jack.
Happy Star Wars New Year, Sam! We did it.
We're now in the same year as Order 66.
Cool. Wow, man. All right. Well, all right. Season 5, Episode 1, revival. Very exciting. We get more Maul. That's always good.
Mm-hmm.
The moral of this episode is strength of character can defeat strength in numbers. All right. An impenetrable defense. Death and destruction. Darth Maul and Savage Opress spread chaos as they descend on the Outer Rim. After rescuing his brother from despair, Savage and Maul murder and pillage at every turn. Fueled by rage and vengeance, they search for meaning in their new alliance as reports of their brutal attacks spread across the galaxy.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, this episode is just Maul wrecking shit. The episode.
Yep, I love it.
Until they get their shit wrecked. Okay.
Oops.
Having pillaged various Outer Rim worlds, Maul and Opress infiltrate a space station in orbit over Cyblock. They overpower its droid guards and discover a safe filled with money. While Opress is absorbed by their new wealth, Maul reminds him that it is only a means to an end in their cause of destroying Obi-Wan Kenobi. He also asserts his authority as master over Opress by citing the rule of two. Opress had hoped that as brothers, the two would abandon the traditional Sith hierarchy and angrily challenges Maul to combat. Maul easily overcomes him. The two then travel to Florum, where they lure a group of Hondo Ohnaka's weak-weight pirates aboard their ship and bribe them into their service. Two of Ohnaka's captains readily join. A hesitant third is executed before Ohnaka via hologram when he expresses doubts about the betrayal. The brothers prepare to attack Ohnaka's base to claim it as their own. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Adi Gallia arrive at the station and are briefed by a Snivian about the raid. Which I love that this guy has like a southern accent.
I know.
He's like, yeah, them Zabraks came in and they had their red laser swords. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, my
That's
droid
good.
here
He's
says
just
that they
like
went that way and they had their red laser swords, and yours is blue, so they're not
Yeah.
one of you, are they?
Yeah, he's very folksy, very blue collar guy. I love him.
Yeah.
All right. Who are briefed by a Snivian about the raid, who also states that the perpetrators are traveling on his ship to the Surtar sector. Gallia wonders what would draw the Sith there, to which Kenobi replies that it is where Florum and Ohnaka are located. They proceed to the planet and contact Ohnaka, with whom they form a temporary alliance against his treacherous men and the Sith brothers. Maul and Opress begin their assault on Ohnaka's base, but are diverted from the attack when the Jedi land and engage them. A fierce duel ensues, but while Kenobi manages to hold his own against Maul, Gallia is overpowered and murdered by Opress, who charges her with his horns before running her through with his lightsaber.
In the arms of the angel.
I forgot that Adi Gallia died. Like, I mean, I assumed she would have died by Order 66,
At some point this
probably,
year.
but like, yeah. Yeah, it's the year where all the Jedi die, and she's just the first casualty.
Oops.
Aw. Poor Adi Gallia.
Womp.
Anyway, as soon as I saw Adi Gallia in this episode, I was like, oh, cool. I wonder, like, actually, I don't know. When does she die? Does she die in Order 66? Nope, she dies this episode.
Yeah. In about 10 minutes.
Damn. Yeah. Let's see. Kenobi lets out an angry cry and knocks Opress to the ground. Maul blocks an attempt to kill him. With their sides and numbers growing thin, Kenobi and Ohnaka are forced to retreat into the pirate base, but not before Kenobi retrieves Gallia's lightsaber. While Ohnaka's loyal men prepare an ambush, Kenobi draws the brothers away from the pirates, instructing them to collapse a section of the tunnel with explosives to separate himself and the Sith from them. Ohnaka readily agrees, which, by the way, this is...
Some of the best Hondo
good
lines come from this episode.
There's so many good Hondo lines in this. I wish I had written some of them down, but I do remember this one moment where, like, Obi-Wan's like, yeah, you guys run, and I'll draw them in, and when they get close, you collapse the tunnel behind you. And Hondo's like, and trap you in there with those monsters? Okay. Like, gladly, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
It was just good. All right. Yeah, Ohnaka readily agrees, and Kenobi proceeds to face the pair with both lightsabers. After a fierce battle, Kenobi is able to knock Opress off balance before severing his arm in retaliation for Gallia's death. We got a lost limb! An actual lost limb!
Whoa!
We'll get a lot of those. So there we go. Maul then breaks off the fight to retreat with his injured brother. Outside, they encounter their pirate allies and attempt to rally them for a renewed assault. Ohnaka, however, has reconciled with his men after ambushing them, demonstrating that the Sith have no loyalty to them. They now intend to plunder Maul and Opress's ship and open fire, forcing the brothers into a full retreat. Maul loses one of his cybernetic legs in the escape, and then is then carried by a press. Does that count as a lost limb? Because he gets it replaced the next episode.
It's a droid limb.
But it's
a droid limb.
Yeah, it's true. It's a droid limb, but still, I don't know. It's a droid limb, but also it spews witch magic when it gets hurt. It
does. Green. That was a little weird.
Yeah, because it was made with witch magic, and I guess it's still got witch juice in there.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I found, so I'm on Hondo Ohnaka's Wikipedia page, just looking for all the quotes from this episode. Maybe my favorite one is, "Insolence? We are pirates. We don't even know what that means. Open fire!"
Yes, it's a great line. It's so good. Insolence? We are pirates. We don't even know what that means. Yeah, and that whole scene where it's it's such a it's a very Hondo series of moments where it's Hondo has been betrayed by half his crew, and
which he was so proud of them for betraying him, because it was the most piratey thing to do.
Yeah, he's so piratey, and he's such a weird fun uncle sort of vibe to him.
They grow up so fast.
They grow up so fast. I am betrayed, but also proud. Yeah, and just how some of the pirates are please don't kill us, Hondo, and he's kill you, and I'm not going to kill you. In fact, to celebrate our reunification, let's go pillage their ship and take all their riches. And I love the fact that Hondo, on the one hand, is a murderous, ruthless pirate, but on the other hand, he likes to lead with positivity. He prefers honey over vinegar.
Oh yeah.
He prefers to appeal to their sense of camaraderie and of wanting money, and over threatening them. And it's just, I don't know, it's a good vibe. for murderous criminals, it's a good vibe,
Indeed.
Anyway, all right, back to the summary. All right, Maul loses one of his cybernetic legs in the escape and is then carried by a press. Despite this, the brothers manage to reach their ship and take off when Maul delays their pursuers by toppling the Jedi's shuttle from a plateau to cut them off. Although it was funny to me because he knocks down the ship and it lands on the ground, and the pirates don't stop at all. They have to climb over it for a second, but it takes them. It almost doesn't delay them at all.
Right.
It's just funny. One of the pirates manages to fire on one of the ship's engines, and suffering from his injuries, a press instructs Maul to leave him behind. Both brothers, however, are able to escape the doomed vessel aboard an escape craft before it plunges back into the planet's surface. Kenobi and Ohnaka proceed to search the wreckage, Ohnaka for salvageable wealth, and Kenobi for evidence of Maul and a press's death. Ohnaka and his men recover the safe previously obtained by the Sith, but no trace of the brothers is found. Ohnaka concludes that they must have been vaporized in the crash, but Kenobi remains unconvinced, noting Maul's return despite the severity of his injuries on Naboo. There's another great line. Where Hondo's they must have been vaporized in the crash, and Obi-Wan's I wouldn't be so sure. I cut Maul in half and he survived. And Hondo's oh, how fascinating. And then he just walks away. He's totally uninterested.
Yeah, all right. Well, there's money over here.
Yeah, there's money this way. Back on Coruscant, Kenobi and the Jedi convene a meeting with Palpatine in which the Chancellor dismisses Kenobi's fears about Maul, reasoning that the Separatists pose a far greater threat. Yoda agrees with the Chancellor, cautioning Kenobi that his fixation on Maul is a personal matter. He reassures him, however, that if the Sith brothers reappear, the Jedi will be ready to oppose them. As they leave the office, Palpatine smirks while seated back at his desk behind them. End of the first episode. Neat.
Yes. Oh, this is so good. It's so, I love this. Everything about all of this, beautiful, wonderful.
Yes, it's so good. I love how, there's just a lot of really cool action in this, especially the one moment when Obi-Wan is using two lightsabers and is cornered by Savage and Maul, and kicks in Savage's knee and then slices his arm off and runs, and that whole sequence was really well choreographed and exciting.
Yeah.
Of course, getting Hondo in any form is always great.
Correct.
And so many great Hondo lines and moments, and it's always great to see Hondo and Obi-Wan team up too. And I think one of the interesting things about this episode is how we see Maul fail. He's new to this, to working on his own in the criminal underworld, and I think that we see this episode is kind of all about Maul and the press being kind of in over their heads and biting off more than they can chew too quickly, and trusting the wrong people. And they talk about it in the next episode. In this episode they try to recruit a bunch of pirates, and that kind of bites them in the ass. And then in the next episode they end up allying with a bunch of Mandalorians, and Maul talks about how unlike pirates, these people have honor, and it's these people are more kind of predictable in a way, and he knows how to kind of converse with them better because he's more versed in this idea of living according to a code, whereas pirates live according to whoever's going to pay them the most or is nice to them right now. Yep. Yeah. So, just a neat, it's an episode that on one hand demonstrates how powerful Maul and Savage are, but also that they're kind of arrogant and foolish a bit at this point. They're still learning, kind of getting a hang of things before they can fully become crime lords. Yeah.
Yes. Shall we?
Yeah.
So the next episode in this arc is titled Eminence. It takes place also in 19 BBY. And the moral of this episode is one vision can have many interpretations. And personal offense. Evil Alliance. Darth Maul and Savage Opress escape Obi-Wan Kenobi's assault once again. With their plan to build a crime organization in peril, the brothers' fate is about to be changed forever as they drift, barely alive, through unknown space. An escape pod drifts through unknown space as another ship docks with it. Inside, the door to the pod is cut open and Death Watch soldiers, including Pre Vizsla and Bo-Katan Kryze, enter. They discover the unconscious Zabrak brothers Maul and Savage Opress. Vizsla finds Maul's lightsaber on the ground, and Bo-Katan asks if they should eliminate them. Vizsla tells her not to, as he wants to know their story. The brothers are loaded onto a Comarch-class fighter transport and are taken to the Death Watch camp on Zanbar. There, Vizsla orders for his men to help the brothers in any way they could, giving Maul new robotic legs, these are the ones that he has for the rest of forever, and Savage a cybernetic arm. Vizsla enters the room as Maul wakes up and begins questioning him, learning that Obi-Wan Kenobi was responsible for destroying the brothers' ship and leaving them stranded in space. After Maul is fully healed, he is brought to the command tent where Vizsla is waiting for him. Maul notices the symbol on Vizsla's helmet, and Vizsla reveals he is Pre Vizsla of Clan Vizsla. I've said Vizsla so many times. And that he's a member of Death Watch. Maul listens as Vizsla explains how the ways of New Mandalore and Duchess Satine are responsible for Death Watch being outcasts on their own planet. Maul questions why Death Watch waits if Mandalore is weak, and Vizsla reveals that Kryze has powerful friends, including Kenobi, who Vizsla also blames for their exile. Vizsla believes that fortune brought him and the brothers together, and Maul agrees that it was the will of the Force. Maul says that he can help Death Watch reclaim Mandalore and kill Kenobi. Bo-Katan speaks out, says that she does not trust the Sith, saying they are no better than the Jedi, and Maul force chokes her. Maul promises that all of their enemies will fall if Death Watch allies itself with the Night Brothers before he lets Bo-Katan go. Vizsla tells Maul to go back to his brother while Death Watch decide what to do.
I gotta say, it's interesting, the characterization of some of the Death Watch in the Clone Wars. I feel like Death Watch is so cartoonishly evil. Yes. Sometimes the way they're portrayed, in this context, obviously Pre Vizsla is talking in very kind of grandiose villainous terms and revenge and there's one where he's the Duchess Satine thinks that being a pacifist is a good thing. in a very everybody knows that being evil and violent is the best, cruelest way to be. It's very it gives me Shadow the Hedgehog vibes a little bit.
Yeah, calm down. You're literally Happy Hogan. Calm down. Relax. Just a little bit.
Yeah. but yeah, I also thought it was like kind of silly that like there's the moment when Bo-Katan is like being force choked, and then Maul eventually drops her, and when like Maul leaves, like right after that, she makes a face, she like smiles, she's like, oh, these guys are super evil and I like that, as opposed to like, what the heck, he almost killed me. Like, yeah, it's very silly. Like, it's like, Death Watch is a cool
we're
group
all
of
cowboys
characters,
with
but
black cowboy hats and not white cowboy hats. We're great. This is good.
Yeah.
Like, and we all have twirly mustaches and monocles, and
it's very silly. I love Death Watch. They're fun, but they're also like definitely during this part of the Clone Wars, they're portrayed very like it's silly. They're silly villains.
They're silly villains, and it makes sense that Maul was able to just like, I'm in charge now.
Yeah. But like, I think just the part that kind of
I've been half dead and crazy on the trash planet for 10 years, and now that I've been out of this trash planet for about 5 days, I've now taken over Death Watch.
Yes, which is so like that's another thing, is that it's so funny to me how many different legs Maul goes through in the course of like 5 days or however long this is, like, because like, or like over the course of like basically 3 or 4 episodes that we've seen him at this point, he has spider legs, and then he has the legs that he gets
the
from the Night
legs.
Sisters. Yeah, the chicken legs, and now he has like regular robo legs. So he's gone through 3 different sets of robot legs in as many episodes, basically.
Yeah.
It's very silly.
Yep. And then he'll have these for the next 19 years.
Yeah, so he just needed to settle into the right ones, you know? He needed to find them.
Yep.
So.
Yes. All right. Savage regains consciousness and destroys the droids that were working on him. Very, like, Darth Vader post, like, suit. Just, like, just wakes up, rage, destruction, and then, like, crush first, ask questions later kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maul re-enters the room and tells Savage that they are in the care of Death Watch, and that they will learn too late of their real plan. Vizsla and Bo-Katan come in and inform the two that Death Watch has agreed to form an alliance. Vizsla takes Maul through the camp, observing the Death Watch soldiers. Maul says that they are strong but need an army to take Mandalore. Maul decides that the army will begin by obtaining the loyalties of the Black Sun. This is really cool. Just watching Maul slowly kind of take over all of these like different crime syndicates and just kind of like having them all be under his watch, because that's kind of like what Maul does for like the rest of his time, is just be like the Sith Lord of the galactic underworld, and it's super cool. I like it a lot, and like we see this in what is it? Is it Solo that we see Maul?
Yeah,
kind of like
he makes a cameo.
He makes like a Nick Fury post-credit scene kind of appearance.
It's during the movie.
I know, but like it feels like that, because it was definitely like teasing like a second movie, like
it would be great.
But the fact that
but
Disney decided to release it the same day as Infinity War, so
jeez, cannibalized their own freaking god. Yeah. Anyway,
dumb. We could have had a Darth Maul movie, but no.
Yeah. Unfortunately. But yeah, it's super like it is cool just to kind of see like in like the first episode of this arc is like their first draft, their first try, like, you know, we'll just like get these pirates and get them to do shit for us, and we'll be powerful and it'll be great. And they immediately realized that was a bad idea, but they also immediately learn from it and form a bunch of like more solid alliances with like more structured organizations.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they started by trying to reinvent the wheel. Like they wanted to have their like, because it seemed clear to me that Maul always wanted to be in charge of a crime syndicate. Like he wanted to like have like gangsters working for him, and so his first draft was I'm gonna make my own crime syndicate, and I'm gonna start with these pirates, and that crashed and burned really fast. It's like, okay, how about I just take over other ones, and that works really well. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Get some off-the-shelf crime syndicates.
Yeah, store-bought's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Death Watch and the Death Watch brothers arrive on Mustafar to be met by Ziton Maj. He brings Maul, Savage, and Vizsla into the council chambers. Maul invites the Black Sun to join them, but Jomit Grunseat refuses and tells his men to kill the brothers and Death Watch members and take their weapons and ships. As Maj and the guards move in, Vizsla points his blaster at them, and Savage kills one of the soldiers by snapping his neck like a twig and tossing the body onto the council table. Maul offers them one last chance, but Grunseat refuses, so Savage hurls his lightsaber in a spinning arc along the council table, literally and figuratively beheading the entire leadership. With the choice now up to Maj, he agrees to join. Which,
yeah, he's like, it would seem the choice to join falls to you.
Yeah.
And he's like, after careful consideration, we will join you. But yeah, this is such a funny, like, yeah. He literally just takes, with one lightsaber throw, kills an entire, like, precisely beheads an entire table of like, crime syndicate leaders. And
yeah.
Like, well, I guess this is ours now.
The Black Sun belongs to Maul now. It's official. All right. So as the supplies are loaded onto the Death Watch ships, Vizsla finds Maul and attempts to give him a plan on how to take Mandalore. Maul states that the army is not finished, and that if Vizsla wants to hold the planet, he should listen to Maul. Vizsla reluctantly agrees. Back on Zanbar, the new army spots several ships belonging to the Pike Syndicate. Hold on a second. Oh, it's the cat feeder. Okay. I heard noises and thought that like the cats were getting into something because they've been getting into a lot of things lately. It was the automatic cat feeder that's like right outside my bedroom door.
Ah,
okay,
gotcha.
Let me start that paragraph over.
Yeah, rewind.
Yep. Back on Zanbar, the new army spots several ships belonging to the Pike Syndicate landing. Lom Pike and his men exit the ships and tell Maul that they know of the army is building and claim they do not want to oppose it. He joins, and Vizsla declares that they are going to Nal Hutta. The Shadow Collective lands at the... Is that what they call themselves now? The Shadow Collective? Because they never really said that.
Yes.
Cool.
The Shadow Collective was a large criminal alliance and rival Sith Order founded during the Clone Wars by the Rogue Lord, Sith Lord Maul. Partly founded at the behest of Mother Talzin, Maul aimed to threaten the plans of the Dark Lord of the Sith Sidious, as well as to compete with him for galactic power. During the war, Maul rallied the forces of Death Watch, Black Sun, the Pike Syndicate, the Hutt Clan, and the Night Brothers to form a considerable base of power. Yeah, so.
Cool.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
I like it. The Shadow Collective lands at the Hutt Palace on Nal Hutta to speak with the Hutt ruling council. In the council chamber, Maul, Savage, and Vizsla are received by the Hutt families, Jabba and Gorga attending by hologram. The Hutts acknowledge them, but are offended when Maul reveals that they have no credits to barter their allegiance. When Oruba asks if they have anything at all to trade, Maul responds that he will spare their lives in exchange for the Hutt space and everything it possesses. Like, I won't kill you if you give me all your stuff. Yeah. Hutts respond with bellowing laughter, and Jabba calls for his bounty hunters. Shugi
Embo!
Hold on.
But that's where Embo shows up. That moment. I'm just saying it.
That's true. It doesn't even say. It doesn't even
like,
mention it in the summary. I was like, wait, I'm gonna get to him, but it just literally doesn't mention him.
No, that's the moment where Embo he pops up from behind the table with his wolf.
Yeah.
And also, Sugi is there, and Dengar, and a bunch of people.
Yep. Sugi hurls a knife at Maul, but it is stopped. Sorry, I yawned through that whole thing.
Yeah.
Doing great. Suki hurls a knife at Maul, but it is stopped mid-throw by Opress. The knife is thrown back at the bounty hunters, and the bounty hunters open fire. Maul and Opress cut through several guards, while Vizsla sets fire to the council table with his flamethrower to give them a head start. Jabba furiously orders the bounty hunters after them. Maul, Opress, and Vizsla arrive on a landing platform where a firefight starts. With assistance from Bo-Katan and her Night Owls, which I love that they're called the Night Owls. It's so cool. They're able to kill several of the guards and get the bounty hunters to retreat inside. This time, Maul and his followers chase them back in. As more guards come to defend the palace, the brothers in Death Watch quickly cut through them. Suki drops down from above and knocks Vizsla over before getting into a fight with Maul. Maul knocks her to the floor and begins swiping at her with his lightsaber, but she rolls out of the way of each strike. Embo fights Savage, while Marak attacks Maul, knocking the lightsaber from his hands and saving Sugi. Savage continuously punches at Embo, who uses his hat to defend himself but is still knocked to the ground. Vizsla cuts down several guards with his dark saber. Maul manages to throw Marak off when several smoke grenades are thrown. Lats, Razzie, and Dengar yell for their companions to escape. Embo, Sugi, and Marak follow them, and Maul allows them to leave as they have no allegiance. Maul goes to the Hut Council Hall to find all the members gone except Aruba. Maul cannot get any information out, so he orders Savage to kill him, and Aruba breaks, telling him to go to Tatooine. Maul is displeased that all he can give is the location of Jabba's palace, and Savage kills the frightened Hut anyways. I love this. He's like, okay, I'll tell you. Jabba is at Jabba's palace on Tatooine. And he's like,
yeah.
So you're telling me that Jabba the Hutt is at the place where he famously always is. Got it.
It was a funny moment. And he was like, wait, hold on.
Yep. Oops.
Yeah. No, it did not end well.
Nope.
For that Hut.
Womp womp. Sorry, Aruba. In the arms of an angel. The Shadow Collective travels to Tatooine and go to Jabba's palace. They attack and kill most of Jabba's guards in the courtyard and proceed to the throne room where Jabba and Gorga Desilijik Arapo are. Jabba decides to join Maul's army. Vizsla is happy now that they now have enough forces to take Mandalore, and Maul reveals that Vizsla will be granted Mandalore while he himself will command a new underworld under Vizsla's protection. Vizsla feels that he has been betrayed and finds Bo-Katan in the courtyard. He tells her that once they have Mandalore, they will kill Maul and Savage alongside Duchess Satine before walking off. End of this episode.
Ew.
Ooh.
That was a fun episode. Lots of just, it didn't have Obi-Wan or Hondo, but it did have Death Watch and a bunch of fun bounty hunters and lots of cool action.
Yep.
Yeah. It also just lots of setup for the rest of this arc. Lots of exciting things going to happen.
Yeah, I am so excited for the rest of this arc and just everything's coming out, because this is some of like the best writing of any Clone Wars stuff we've had so far. Like it's Maul is so fascinating to watch, and everything about this whole arc has been like, I've seen this all before and I was on the edge of my seat for most of it. Like this was so good.
Yeah. I think Sam Witwer helps a lot with that too.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
yes.
Always incredible as Maul.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
Very excited. Yeah. And then man, I'm not super like remembering what I'm like, I vaguely remember what happens next, and I'm excited and also dreading it a little bit.
Right.
Like,
same.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. And also just anytime we get to see more of Mandalore, which is what's going to happen in the next couple episodes, is great, because Mandalore is such a cool, like, visually interesting location relative to other Star Wars places.
Possibly the most interesting in all of Clone Wars.
It's very cool. Apparently, the scene where they behead all the Black Sun guys was censored on Cartoon Network originally, but then it was fully like basically they cut out the shot where it shows them like without their heads. But then on the Blu-ray and DVD release and then streaming later, it included the scene. So fun fact.
It's fun.
All right, Sam, do you have a favorite part of these two episodes?
Anytime Maul opens his mouth is great, and also anytime Hondo opens his mouth.
Yes. Agreed. I would say that. I would say the fight between Obi-Wan and Maul and Savage in the first episode was pretty cool. Anytime Hondo does anything, I like any moment where we get to see people getting cybernetic limbs. So seeing cool. Maul's new legs and Savage's new arm was cool. And then of course Embo. We got Embo. Doing cool Embo things. He kind of got his ass handed to him a little bit, but he survived. And and his puppy grabbed his shield hat for him and ran off with him, and it was sweet. I liked it. Also, there was that one, I can never remember her name, but like the bounty hunter who has like the long green like grapple thing. Yeah. The chain. Like that thing's always cool. I always thought that was a cool idea, cool weapon. Yes. So Yeah. MVP. Which character deserves recognition for being particularly awesome these episodes, Sam?
Sam
What do you
Witwer.
think?
Sam
Witwer is the MVP.
Yes.
Agreed. Yeah, no, I'll yes, agreed. Sam Witwer, the actor. Stats. Main character kills. Man, I didn't keep track.
Me either. We got like 5 minutes into the first episode. Like, oh, there's a lot of killing.
Right.
This might this might be where this bit kind of like crumbles a little bit. Like it's like
yeah, Maul and Savage, they killed a whole bunch of people, and yeah, that happened.
It did.
Lost limbs, though, we did get one properly lost limb, one nice good chop, good lightsaber chop.
I think Maul's legs follow the Grievous rule, though.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Even though it was slightly different because it's got magic juice in it, they're still mechanical legs.
Yep.
With what?
Magic with a K.
Yeah, magics.
Yeah.
And Wilhelm screams, I didn't hear any.
There were some like fake Wilhelm screams, but no real ones.
Some like it sounded it gave the vibe, but
like,
not like
when Maul and the pirates were shooting at the pirate camp. There were people who screamed.
Okay.
It sounded like other actors trying to do Wilhelm screams, but not actually Wilhelm screams. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Also, can I just say, I love that Hondo's like fleet of pirate ships. They're all just flying saucers. Like,
yes,
it's
that's
so
fun.
I love it so much that we just get flying saucers in Star Wars.
Yes. More Star Wars is better Star Wars. How does these episodes make the movies and the rest of Star Wars better? I mean, there's a lot of setup in these. We get to see, Maul kind of learning some lessons and growing in power and coming into his own, and obviously the setup for the coming events on Mandalore. Yes. And Maul gets his new legs, his perma legs, and Adigalia in the arms. Rest in peace, Adigalia.
Indeed.
Your weird hair. Yeah. Just more Maul is better at Star Wars.
Yep.
So
more Maul is better Maul.
I think that's what it comes down to.
And more Hondo.
And more Hondo is better Hondo. And more Embo is better Embo.
Yes.
We got Embo. And we got Embo Dog. We got Embo's dog.
Yep.
So I'll take that. Well, all right. I don't think we have anything else to do or to talk about this episode, do we? Are we?
I think we're good.
Good. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. If you'd like to join the discussion, feel free to text us or message us on Instagram or wherever, or comment on this episode on Spotify. Because we're not really doing voicemails anymore because it's a lot. And it adds editing time and also slows, I think more importantly, slows down the podcast, as we kind of decided last episode.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's easier if we can just like read out your messages.
Yeah.
So
we still very much want to hear your messages. We're just trying to like keep the flow of the podcast going. And 100%. Also to cut down on Jack's editing time, because Jack's time is precious. And Jack puts in a lot of work into this stuff, and like it's getting to be a lot. So
true.
Yeah.
I'm working on some other like personal creative projects that I'm trying to get off the ground too. Like I want to start putting YouTube videos out there. So
yes,
keep a watch out for that. I mean, by the time this episode comes out, I will probably have at least one YouTube video out. So I don't know. Maybe that'll be in the description.
You fool!
Sweet. Who knows? Whatever. But yeah, definitely feel free to text us or message us or leave a comment on Spotify, because there are comments. There's a comment section on Spotify if you listen to us there.
Yeah.
You can also comment on our, if you happen to, I don't think anybody listens to it on YouTube, but it does technically always post to YouTube too. So nice. You can go there and comment on the YouTube video version of this podcast. Hello, YouTube, if you're listening to us there. Comment, like, and subscribe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Join us next time, y'all. We'll be talking about the latter 2 episodes of this arc. If I pull up the spreadsheet, the Clone Wars Season 5, Episodes 15 and 16, Shades of Reason and the Lawless. Yeah, man, this is episode 61, Sam. It won't be long until we're watching the season finale of Season 5, that arc. Incredible.
Yeah.
And until
Until we
episode 66.
Yeah, execute episode 66.
Yes, execute episode 66. Yeah. I'm gonna make like a special opening sequence for like we're gonna have like a special audio opening that plays during every episode that takes place during Order 66. That's my plan.
Yes.
We'll have like a special episode, Order 66 arc of the podcast.
Woo.
So that'll be fun.
Commander Cody, the time has come. Execute Order 66. 66.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Get some good sleep. Eat well. Get some exercise. Talk to your family and your friends. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourself and to one another. Just exorbitant amounts of spice.
So much. See all that spice that Honda found on that ship? All of that. Do it all right now.
Delicious.
An entire trunk of spice.
Dump it into your mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Delicious.
New headcanon, Tony Chachere's is actually the spice on Kessel.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, do you think Tony Chachere's, that's what the spice mines Kessel are? It's all Tony Chachere's?
I would think so.
I think that's again, new headcanon.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good time. And may the force be with you. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
All right, cut the chatter. Roger, Roger.